Is reality truly yours, or has it been handed to you piece by piece, shaped by someone else's hands? Let's begin with a question. Have you ever been so sure of something, only to be told that never happened? You stop. You question yourself. You rewind the memory. But something feels off. That's not confusion. That's the beginning of gaslighting. Gaslighting isn't loud. It doesn't attack with rage. It invades like a virus, quiet, precise, and patient. It rewires your perception until your thoughts aren't even yours anymore. Let me explain how it works. Imagine this. You bring up an issue in a relationship. They respond with, "You're always too sensitive. You twist everything I say." You freeze. You weren't trying to twist anything. But now, you're defending your tone instead of the issue. That's gaslighting. A subtle redirection that flips the narrative, making you the problem. Another scene. You show someone a message they clearly sent. They say, "You must have edited that. I never wrote it." Now you're questioning your eyes, your memory, even your sanity. Welcome to the psychological funhouse, where up is down, truth is fiction, and lies wear suits of logic. Why does it work so well? Because it exploits something human, the need to be understood. Most people don't want to be right. They want to be seen as rational, reasonable. Gaslighters know this, so they don't argue facts. They argue your reality. Let's break it down. You're imagining things. Translation: I need you to doubt your own senses. I never said that. Translation: if you question your memory long enough, I control the past. You always overreact. Translation: the moment you get emotional, I win. And here's the trick. The more you defend yourself, the deeper you fall into their trap. You become emotional. They become calm. Now you look unstable, and they look like the rational one. Classic reversal. But what happens when you turn the mirror back? When you see the game for what it is, you become dangerous. Because now, you can fight back, strategically. 5 psychological shields against gaslighting. 1. Document your reality. Write it down. Text logs, screenshots, journal entries. When doubt hits you like a wave, these anchors hold you steady. This isn't paranoia, it's survival. Example: if they say, "I never said that," and you have the message, you win, privately or publicly. 2. Name the tactic. Say it out loud. That feels like gaslighting. The moment you name it, you reduce its power. It's no longer an invisible weapon. It's a labeled tool. Even if they deny it, your mind remains sharp. 3. Control the frame. Don't argue it with them. Argue why they're denying. Say, "I'm not here to debate memory. I'm asking why you're trying to distort it." Shift the burden. Make them explain their story. Most can't. 4. Invite a witness. Gaslighting thrives in isolation. Bring in a third person. Friend, colleague, neutral party. "Can you help me make sense of this?" Suddenly, there's a second mirror. The illusion starts to crack. 5. Strategic silence. Silence isn't weakness, it's power. When you don't engage, they're left swinging in the air. Gaslighters feed on your reaction. Starve them. Let silence echo louder than defense, understanding the deeper psychology. Gaslighting works because it targets identity, your ego, your confidence, your story. Once those are shaken, you become easier to manipulate. That's why the most common victims are not weak. They're emotionally intelligent, sensitive, empathetic. Exactly the kind of minds that gaslighters seek. But now you know better. Final warning. When you expose their game, some will break. They'll rage. They'll beg. They'll accuse. But here's the truth. A shattered ego either kneels or tries to destroy what broke it, so be ready. Because once you rise above their tactics, they'll never forget you. Not because they miss you, but because you saw them clearly. Final question. Will you remain a pawn in someone else's story? Or will you become the hand behind the curtain, the one pulling the strings? Dark Psychology 2. Gaslighting. When the truth is blurred, who holds the mirror?